The fantasy footballers are thrilled to welcome in a favorite of our show, Fred Jackson of the Seattle Seahawks, to talk some fantasy insight and some smack-talking emojis. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Are you used to hearing your name announced from the Seattle Seahawks yet? Is that comfortable?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's definitely a little different, but it's something that I'm getting used to now.
Yeah, same for us on this side. So being new to Seattle, can you tell us some of the differences in culture between what you've seen on Seattle with the Seahawks and from Buffalo?
Well, I mean, Buffalo is just a smaller community, so it's more small market, and you see your same fans day in and day out that you see coming to support you all the time because they show so much support. In Seattle, it's just a bigger market and, more fans. So the fans are more all over the place, and you don't get that more intimate, relationship that you have with the small fans in Buffalo.
Yeah. Are they on the F-Jacks train, the fans there? Are you getting love there?
I am getting some love here. It's something that I gotta come out and, make some more plays, and I'll get a little bit more, fan support from the fans. For sure.
We've you're really one of our favorite players here, have been for years. One of the things we love about you is that you always defy the expectations and overperform whatever the naysayers are saying. You're actually one of the only players, I don't know if you know this, from a fantasy football perspective, that has outperformed your fantasy value 3 consecutive years. What do you attribute to your ability to outperform what people's wrong expectations of you are?
I think more than anything is just believing in yourself and flying under the radar. If you don't do much or you're not a projected starter, people don't really see much value in you. So what you have to do is when you get out there and you know that you're going to have an opportunity to make some plays is go out and make those plays. Not only, running the ball, you got to be able to catch the ball as a running back and things like that. And I think when you do that, that's when you get your value up, and that's what I try and do and what I try to accomplish when I'm out on the field.
Yeah, is that how Seattle's wanting to use you, is in that pass-catching role specifically, more than just behind the line? What are you thinking?
I think so. I think one of the things that they really try to establish me in is that third down back and catching balls out of the backfield and things like that. And when you have a guy like Marshawn, he's going to be fed the ball as much as he is. And then you got a guy like Thomas who's playing out of his mind right now. So for me, it's just about taking advantage of those opportunities when I am on the field on third down and catching balls out of the backfield.
Yeah, and how's your ankle feeling right now?
The ankle is good. I definitely got rolled up and it was a little sore, but, it's not something that I think is going to keep me off the field, and I just got to go out there and show the coaches that I can still compete at a high level with a little sore ankle. Yeah.
I think a lot of people were surprised to see you active this last week. Yet again, just overcoming the naysayers. You don't ever count Fred Jackson out.
That's just it.
So you as a veteran running back, you've seen a ton of running backs, good, bad, average. Give us some insight. Tell us what we really should expect from Thomas Rawls going forward this year and into the future. 1 week wonder, or has he got what it takes?
One of the things I like about Thomas is, his low center of gravity. And, he's a guy that's hard to tackle, and anytime you get a guy that's his size and has the strength that he has and has a low center of gravity like that, he's going to break a lot of tackles for you. So he's a lot of fun to watch. He's a guy that's hungry, went undrafted, relishing every, opportunity that he gets and taking full advantage of them. And I think he's a guy that's going to continue to have some success. And he's going to be a lot of fun to watch throughout the years. And I'm excited about what he brings to the table, and I think he will continue to play at the high level that he's playing at.
Yeah, we hope so as well. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize or remember, even ourselves, you played with Marshawn Lynch back in Buffalo, is that right?
That is correct.
So have you guys kept up a relationship? Is that part of what brought you back to Seattle, or is that just a coincidence that you run into each other down the road?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. When Marshawn left Buffalo to come out here, we stayed in constant contact. I would talk to him 2 or 3 times a week, the entire time that he was out here. And when I got released in Buffalo, Seattle was the first team to call and say that they were interested in me coming to play out here. Having that relationship that I had with Marshawn definitely played a vital part in me choosing to coming out to Seattle. It's one thing. I think it's something that's worked out for both parties. I'm excited to be here. I think they're excited about what I bring to the table. So
yeah, it seems like. Yeah, it seems like a perfect 1-2 punch. You come in on those third downs and help catch passes. So when Marshawn Lynch gets back here on the field, do you expect him to take completely over that first and second down work as he had?
I think you have to. He's a guy that you have to have on the field, and he's a tremendous weapon. And I think he's going to make us that much better once he gets back. Thomas is doing a tremendous job, and not to take anything away from him. But I think when we get Marshawn back, he has to play and take over that number one spot.
Yeah, for sure. So there's been a lot of noise made negatively about the offensive line in Seattle. Just some worries that we've seen through the year so far. What's your perspective from behind that line as to what needs to improve or what can improve, or what are you seeing behind that O-line?
Oh man, they'll definitely improve. It's one of the things you got guys that are just playing different positions, and they have to figure out how to gel with each other. And once that happens, you can see them. As a guy who's been a part of some offensive lines in the NFL, you see them collectively getting better. They'll be fine. I think once it's all said and done, they'll gel. Figure out what it is that they need to accomplish, and everything will take care of itself.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you have you ever played fantasy football yourself?
I have not played fantasy football, but everybody in my family does, including my wife. So, she has me on her fantasy team. My brother and all my closest family members have me on their fantasy team, so I'm completely up to date on what it is.
Yeah, fantastic. We one of the things that's great about fantasy, especially if you've got the friends and family type of leagues, is just that smack talking, or we chat with each other over different electronic means, and we have essentially gotten rid of words. We comment back and forth to each other on different medias with animated pictures and GIFs. And we hear there's a great emoji app coming out for that. Is that right?
There is. Toyota has done a tremendous job, knowing how we all are, with our emoticons. They've come out with an app of fan-mojis, and it's one of those things where you can, definitely use it to gloat and talk some trash to some teammates. They have the perfect fan emojis for that, perfect fan emojis for when you suffer a tough defeat, or, if a ref makes a bad call, they have the fan emojis that you need to put it out there, whether it's in a text message to some friends or out there on social media. They have the fan emojis that you need to communicate however it is you're feeling. So it's a lot of fun to be a part of, and a lot of fun to have the ability to do.
Yeah, our fans love that type of stuff. So that's the Toyota Fanmoji app. We will definitely be looking forward to talking smack and celebrating your touchdowns and bringing your wife and others to championship victory in fantasy football. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you coming on. Maybe we can have you on when you have a 3-touchdown game in just a couple weeks. I feel it coming.
Hey, I appreciate that, and we'll definitely make sure that happens.
All right. Thanks, Fred Jackson. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy your practice this week, and give us the down low on Marshawn Lynch's health as it keeps going.
Yep, will do. You guys take it easy.
All right.